Navy SEALs are proficient in what they do because they train 95% of the time and they deploy 5% of the time. Across this country, police officers deploy 95% of the time and they train 5% of the time, and we're disappointed when they don't act with perfection. And 2021 was, in particular, a difficult year for us.
We were dealing with the pandemic, with the civil unrest, as well as significant staffing shortages, and then on top of that, some record-breaking violence. Our turning point was the summer of 2021, where we had 2 employees take their lives within 2 months. So we definitely had to make a change.
We certainly knew before that officers were not coping well. And we had a robust mental health support team, a behavioral sciences unit, a department psychologist, 2 sergeants, but it just wasn't enough. And it was at that time that really rocked the organization, and we recognized that we needed to do more. And then the conversation started about what that more would look like.
I'm a member of the Arizona Air National Guard, and through that career field, I discovered the Boulder Crest Foundation. I knew that this was something that was too special just to hold on to for myself. I was going to have to figure out how to bring part of this back to the Tucson Police Department.
I think what the leadership team recognized, as did I, was that we needed a partner. And so it was that relationship that really started in 2021. The program that we identified through Boulder Crest was Struggle Well, which was recognizing the foundation of post-traumatic growth. I was fortunate I was able to come back as chief in December of 2021, inherit our first Struggle Well course, which launched that year.
It was another mind-blowing experience to be there and help facilitate the class from the back row and watch the impact of the post-traumatic growth material on these first 20 students. I was convinced that we definitely had something special, and this was something that was going to be around for a long time, and it was going to change the culture at TPD.
Everything we do at Boulder Crest is based on this idea of post-traumatic growth, shorthand for what doesn't kill you can make you wiser. And we looked at a culture that seemed to be trying to convince people that they were destined to become victims of all the traumatic events they experienced, and they were destined to live diminished lives, and that the cost of their service to their community was going to be the quality of their life. And it didn't register for us, in that these folks who do this incredible work deserved better than that. But it also scares us, because who's going to do a job when that's part of the bargain? So at the heart of Struggle Well training is teaching people and providing a roadmap to transform struggles in their life into strength and growth. It's about normalizing struggle, recognizing that nobody has life all figured out, and that there are moments in time and experiences we have that really do bring us to our knees. And that when that does happen, it's both a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. And it's this notion that struggle is a terrible thing to waste.
Our department has made such a drastic change towards mental wellness, mental health, and why not start that from the beginning of training? Why not start that with the recruits who come in, who, to them, this is normal, to be able to talk about problems, to be able to deal with problems on a regular basis in a formatted type of setting, in a safe setting. And if we can do it from the beginning, it's going to benefit through the long run.
In my personal life, it's definitely changed me a lot. I'm a young guy going through this academy. I'm one of the youngest ones here. So it's really allowed me to see things in a different perspective, because I don't have the life experience as a lot of the older recruits have, but it's allowed me to really see things from a different point of view and be able to understand everyone's situation a little bit better.
One of the things that Struggle Well has done is definitely given supervisors and officers the knowledge and ability to check in with one another, to really see how we are and how we're doing and what we need.
Our retention numbers have really increased quite a bit, and I do think it has a correlation with the training that we're providing to our employees. We're now at about 500 employees that we've put through this program since 2021, and we're very proud of that.
A big part of Struggle Well, to me, is helping people regain what I think about as the love of the game. Is people love being able to be of service to their community. They love being able to protect people who can't necessarily protect themselves, and we have to ensure that those men and women want to continue to do this, and that they can do it in a world where they don't have to choose between the work they want to do and their well-being.
It wasn't just about scaling and making this program accessible to our fire department and our emergency communications center staff. We've really taken it beyond that. How do we help scale the program in our region? And then beyond the region, how do we scale the program through the state?
We're also now doing classes for our retirees, which is a huge deal because for a long time we sent our retirees out and they were, most of them for lack of a better word, were broken because they didn't have this training when they were with us before they retired. So it's helping them in their personal lives too after they've provided such great service all these years.
It's almost like a rebirth, if you will, and that might sound a little corny for someone who's never been in the program, but it is that impactful. It's recognizing when you allow someone through this process to be human, to have emotion, and that's okay, and I certainly demonstrate that when I open up in the beginning of the class, that then they can not only have that deeper sense of connection and trust in the police department, but certainly they can have that out in the community as well.